نسجل.
Hello everyone. I would like to welcome you to this interview to present a new success story. And today we will have with us Madam Basma Nahhas. Madam Basma, actually, we try to find a figure to present as a success story, and there is some key feature. She is young. She came to Europe some years ago, not so much, but actually she succeeded to be integrated into society. And even she is woman, she succeeded to get a good position in one of the critical sectors here in Europe, which is a financial sector. So in order to leave the floor for Basma, I would like to ask or start with a simple question. Who is Basma and what you are doing now and your background?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Dr. Tamer Al-Alam. Thank you for having me here today. Yes, of course, I can present myself. My name is Basma Nahhas, and I'm excited to share my journey with you. I was born and raised in Aleppo, Syria since May 2015. I have been living in Germany, where I currently work as a customer advisor at a bank. In Syria, I studied economics, and when I came to Germany, I started learning the German language. I began training as a bank clerk. It took me 2 years to complete the training, which allowed me to work officially in this role in a bank. Right after passing the exam, I started on master's degree in business consulting and digital management, which I successfully completed just a month ago. And it was an exciting time, and the effort definitely paid off. Apart from my professional achievements, I am also a mother of 2 wonderful children. Balancing my career and my family life was sometimes challenging, but with a lot of support and organizations, I learned to manage both aspects effectively.
Yeah, this is very good actually introduction. Actually, I didn't thought when we preparing this interview, I didn't thought that you are a mother of 2 kids, and I think one of them is born in Germany when
In
you
Aleppo.
came. Yeah.
My son was born in Aleppo, and the daughter is here in Germany.
So even the challenge is a bit high because you would like to take care of your children, your family, and at the same time studying and working and learn language
That's
and
right.
try to integrate. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So could you please tell us more about your journey? Of course, you came from Syria after the war and the events there. But how you came? So you came direct from Syria to Germany, or you came to Turkey, or how you came to, or how you reached to, sorry, to Germany?
Yeah. Finding my way to Germany was not an easy decision. Leaving my homeland was a difficult choice, but due to the war, it had become incredibly tough and dangerous to stay there. I held on for over 3 years, but eventually it became unbearable. With the support of the family in Germany, especially my grandmother, we have a lot of family here in Germany. I was able to find my way to come to Germany. Their support played main role to making this journey possible, like family reunion or invitations to the other family member who stay in Syria. And it was not very easy. Every time there were attacks in Aleppo, it was a harrowing experience. Just I had to protect my little baby and move on from one room to another, seeking safety. The fear was overwhelming, and on top of that, we had to face an uncertain future filled with worries. Basic things like electricity and water were scarce, and everything became so expensive there, and it was a constant struggle to provide a safety for my family there. And that was not very easy decision, but was the right decision at that time to leave the country.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
So I can see the background is a bit difficult. You know, normally when we are speaking about inclusivity in society and we start to think about people who are coming from underrepresented or developing countries or so, it can be like North Africa countries that has some economic issue, but they can leave. They can still leave. But in your situation, the situation is a bit difficult because, you know, it war and you have bombs from everywhere and you have very difficult situation. So actually, I would like to ask our colleagues and friends who are watching this movie just to keep this in their mind while you are telling us your story. Uh, so if we move ahead, now you arrived in to Germany in 2015 or 16?
15,
15.
15.
So did you find the society there are welcoming you, or did you facing barrier, culture difference? What you're feeling when you landed in Germany? As you said that you have family members in Germany, so I think this is make your life a bit busy somehow. But
A little bit easier.
still there is something. So can you tell us more about your feelings this first weeks in Germany?
Well, when I first came to Germany, I encountered language and culture barriers, which made learning the German language challenging. However, I saw these obstacles as opportunities for growth and wasted no time in starting my language, my language journey. And even 3 months after my little girl was born, I started taking language classes and integration myself in the local culture, and that helped me again, and that helped me a little bit more confidence and feel more capable in my new surroundings environment. You know, today I consider these challenges as available learning experiences that have improved my life and made me more adaptable and also open-minded to start in a new land, in a new culture. In the beginning, it was really tough learning a new language, trying to understand everything here at once, responding to letters and being patient with the slower process in Europe compared to Arab countries. When it comes to government registrations and appointments, it took a lot of effort to adapt to this new environment.
Mm.
It was quite challenging and it required a lot of patience, but I didn't give up. I kept pushing forward.
Yeah. How many months in general you talk until you feel that you are somehow in homogeneous texture with societies, with the German society?
Um, I think I started very early, and I started to find friends, neighbors, groups.
So you searched for the friends and the neighbor. They didn't come to you, so
Also,
you did this for yourself.
there was from two sides. Also, you will
Yeah.
find very harmful, very grateful people around. They were welcoming and they were saying, "Hi, how are you? Everything is fine. If you need help or support." Um, I have a very good experience also from from the surrounding society generally.
Okay, this is good. Actually, this is partially answered my next question for you about
Yeah.
your experience, not only the beginning, the culture difference or the culture shock, but until now. Did you see sort of discrimination? And here, when I speak about discrimination, I speak about two levels of discrimination: discrimination against you as a foreigner, as a person that not from society, and
Mhm.
also discrimination against you as a woman.
Yeah.
So did you
Um,
find something like this at work or at street or?
Oh yes, between 2014 and 2015, over 1.8 million people came to Germany as refugees, and it wasn't always easy for the locals here to accept this influx.
Yes.
While I must say that the majority of people here showed huge support for the refugees. There were some who didn't accept that. Well, it depends on the region in Germany. It's from region to another region. Personally, I faced a few difficult situations, like when a bus driver told me to go back to my country and shouted at me, and I also had neighbors
Mm.
who insulted me and saying, "Hey, this is Germany, and you should go back to your to Syria." And yeah, additionally, one of my clients told me one day that he will not talk to someone who is not German or
Okay.
an employee. They
One is a
were
client
very
at the bank.
yeah, it
Okay.
was very there were very challenging experiences,
Mm.
but however, from my personally, I met many wonderful people who stood by my side, believed in me, and helped me. For example, my first German friends and my first boss at work were some of those incredible individuals. Their support and kindness made very really a powerful difference in my journey.
Okay. And at the work level as a woman, not as a Syrian person, like in general,
Well,
especially now we are speaking about the bank sector. So do you think that there is sort of equality between man and woman in bank sector in Germany in general? Or
well, it's quite true. It's there's no different German or Syrian or Arabic or something else. It's just like many people think, oh, women, they are not able to manage everything, family, kids, working, learning, and it's very easy to prove yourself as a woman,
Mm.
and to say to your colleagues, to your people around, hey, I am a woman, but I can do this and I can achieve the very things, and I can manage it.
Yeah. But I think you are a good example for that. You take care of your kids, family, you work in the bank and you study. You finish your master, I think, few months ago. So
Yeah,
yes, yeah, this is a good example just to prove that woman can do that.
yeah, I
So
hope so.
yes, yes. So you give some examples that when you are going to bus or one of your neighbors start to do few or say few wrong words against you or so. How did you manage this? How did you find a way to go out of this situation?
Sometimes you cannot avoid these bad feelings of being discriminated against, but to avoid such like these situations, I knew that learning the language was the key. So I started learning German quickly and step by step showing others that I could do it. I made sure to understand my rights as a person in Germany here and my limits, and express myself confidently as I started integrating into the community, and I felt empowered and capable, which allowed me to feel more comfortable in my society and move on my life in Germany.
Okay. So just to follow up, so because sometime I ask myself when someone is at bus, this has happened, and I can see the feeling of people or the interaction of people when someone try to uh, reflect on his opinion with some words that is not in the right order. Some people just stay silent and neglect this situation. Some people try to explain. Some people try to be aggressive against this person. So, what you are suggesting? So, if you give an advice for underrepresented group in our society.
Well, I think I cannot give an advice because it's very individual, like their reaction in this situation.
Oh,
Um, for me, that was a little bit heartening, and I got to go home with bad feelings,
mm, mm,
and maybe sometimes cry or sometimes like something like this. But that was very challenging for me and empowering me to do more, to learn more. And in many other situations, I could protect myself alone. I
okay.
could protect myself with my words, with just letting the other person to know his limits, to stop there. and
Mm,
um, and that was very powerful because you will show the other who is trying to discriminate you that you can say, you can protect yourself. And this is for me personally, I think the language and that you are able to say something is very important.
mm. So actually, even if the situation is depressing for you, you use it as a like engagement activity in order
Yes,
to push you to learn language or to be involved more into society.
that's right. To
Which is
learn more.
which is I think good way of thinking is to look at the positive side of the
That's right.
situation. Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
yes, yeah. Uh, at the personal level, like for Basma, what did you get from your journey from traveling to Germany? So as a personal, so if we assume that you will stay or you are still living in Syria now, uh, what's the difference between Basma that will stay forever in Syria and the Basma today? Did you learn something new?
Well, through these experiences, I learned the importance of empathy and understanding, as well as the power of education and communications in bridging cultural gaps. Coming to Germany has provided me with many benefits, actually, above all, safety and security for my kids and their future. I have learned that human rights are real, and as a human, I have the right to ask for my rights and to fight for them. Especially women here can get their support and freedom. In Arabic lands, it is still difficult as a woman to leave your freedom or to say your opinion
Mm, mm,
without asking for permission or um, everything is changing everywhere, but for me personally, that was a um, very important also. And I found educational opportunities here in Germany that allowed me to continue with my studies and achieve my dreams of starting my new career and achieving my financial stability. Additionally, being here has allowed me to be experience new cultures, traditions, and perspectives. I also had the chance to share many things about my country, religion, and tradition.
mm.
In the beginning, I had the refugee status, and after 5 years of residency, I obtained my German citizenship along with my family, and that's very, very good. I think it's for me very, very important, very good for my kids. Above all.
Actually, I have a side question. Is not related to our mainstream questions. It's linked to another interview that I did a couple of weeks ago, and our colleague who I was interviewed, he was reflecting about a new law in Norway about
Hmm.
the education fees. And you said
Yeah.
that one of the things that you get from this journey that you have opportunity to learn, to study. You just finish your master degree. What's about the education system in Germany? Is it free? You have to pay something if you are someone who have this refugee status. You have right to educate yourself, or
It depends on your notes. Actually, there are many opportunities in Germany. educational opportunities. You have the right every time to start and you to begin from the beginning, new studies, new master, and you should only be able to prove yourself that you can do it. And the key also the language. You could also study in English, but I used to study my training in German and my master also in German because I wanted to improve my language, my German language. You know, struggling with two languages was not very easy, but I got it in German language. And you maybe find a lot of opportunities. You just have to be brave and to search all over the time and to apply and to prove yourself that you deserve this chance.
Yeah. So I think one of the main message, and I personally believe this, you should express yourself, you should show interest, even if this is one of my philosophy in my life, at least, and I think you share it with me. Even
Yeah,
if you see this, there is very little bit opportunity, maybe the chance 10%. Why not try,
why
go
not?
for
I
it,
will try it.
and then
Yes.
maybe you will get it, maybe not, but at least you try. So I think
Yeah.
this is one of the
You should
key.
only believe.
Exactly, just
You
try.
should only believe in yourself. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So now you, as a person who came from developing country, you get something for yourself from the new society. What do you think about the society? So what does German society get from you as Basma? Maybe at the level of society, maybe you are working now in the banking sector, so maybe you can reflect about your added value to this sector and from your
Yeah.
side. So can you reflect about this? What society in general get it from you, and maybe get from
You
other
know,
as well, from other
yeah.
underrepresented group?
You know, finding a job in just like a bank clerk in Germany was not very easy, and especially for people who from an Arabic background, to find a job in this branch was not very easy.
Mm.
However, I connected with the Syrian friends who were also successful, which motivated me to prove that we can do it. And as an Arab woman in Germany, I always felt that many people held stereotypes, assuming that women are dependent and uneducated and incapable of making decisions.
Yes.
But I refuse to let this misconceptions define me. And I wanted to prove that as a woman, I can make difficult decisions and overcome various challenges. You know, I believe I have convenienced many in my network that I have achieved this, and I hope to inspire other women to break free from stereotypes and achieve their dreams fearlessly. You know, for the future, I have big goals, both professionally and personally in my career. I want to continue to grow and perhaps work in many challenging positions in Germany. And as a mother, I wanted to continue supporting my children and
Mm.
help them achieve their dreams. I want them to become responsible, life, and you know, life may still have its struggles, but I have the faith that with determination and discipline, we can create a brighter future for ourselves and our loved ones. Um, and I feel that reflect automatically the society in Germany. When
Mm.
you are a foreigner in Germany or in Europe and every land, and you are trying to do something good for this land, you will find the reflection also in this society.
Yeah. So society will look at you with a different eye, different perspective also.
Yeah, you can just it's just like exchanging between two societies.
Yes. Yes. So now we are almost coming to the end of the interview. I have still maybe a couple of questions, but one of them about uh, maybe you as a person who are coming from Syria or from developing country, do you still keep contact with your country? Or maybe Syria keeping contact? I don't know the situation now in Syria. Is it okay for you to travel back or not? Or uh, keeping contact? Maybe situation is a bit challenge. But maybe if we can frame the question with another way, like, do you reflect on your culture in the German society, like organizing event or meeting people speaking about Syrian culture and things like this?
I feel comfortable in Germany, and it feels like home. But I miss Syria, Aleppo every single day.
Yeah.
I miss friends, the old days, and my family. The beautiful memories are always there, and I'm very grateful for them. However, I haven't been back to Syria since the last farewell. Many people go there for vacation, but I personally I feel like I'm not ready for it going back to see our destroyed home or but to reduce this homesickness, I found solace in Arabic music. I
Mhm.
enjoy singing and playing Arabic music instrument, and it
You
makes
are
me
you are
feel
you are
free.
playing music?
Yeah, just
Okay,
like
okay,
from 2 years. No, no, no,
okay.
no.
Yeah.
And singing also, it makes me feel free to sing in Arabic every single day.
Mm.
And I've just started with concerts and singing in Arabic, just like feeling free and happiness and joyful, uh, just like solace, missing your homeland. Through social activities at my children's school, for example, I often create presentations about Syria, about our traditions there, and my children are very proud when they talk about Syria and our culture, traditions, our religion, our many things to explain that for their friends and teachers. And that's just like a kind of engagement to the society and to telling something about our homeland.
Yeah. I have one very short question, which is just before we conclude. It's not part of this interview actually, but it's just something in my mind.
In your mind.
Yeah, something in my mind. It's again related to the discrimination between men and women.
Mhm,
You are working in the banking sector. Is the
mhm.
salary between at the same position? So if we say, for example, a manager position, if the salary of the man, a man, equal to a woman has the same position, because
Um,
I am telling you that because I had a discussion with a friend of mine. He working in technology sector, and he said that if you are looking a person who work in IT, for example, the salary of the man is really different than woman if they have the same position. So is it the same
um,
also in the banking sector?
it's I think it's true. There is a difference. Um, for me personally, I don't have a lot of experiences with the salaries because I started working here in Germany since 2018, just like to become the salary and confirmation to another salaries. I heard from many colleagues and friends, it's really true. It's
Mm,
really true, and studies shows that the women until now earn a little bit
less.
uh, less
Okay.
as the men in many, and not in only banking branch. I think in many other branches, it will be always look like okay, women they are working part time, they are having more responsibilities, but I think, and especially in Germany in the last years, it's working very hard to change to change this. And just like the women, they are our leaders. They are getting the same or sometimes more salary as men because they are really able to do to prove more in the society.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So the last question. So
Yeah.
what you are recommend or your advice in general for people who are living in Europe, coming from underrepresented group or who are coming from developing countries,
Mhm.
what your advice for them into integrate into society?
Yeah. Now I can look back and appreciate the challenges and I overcame because they made me stronger. And to all who are living in Europe or planning to come, or to those who are staying in another country, I just wanted to say that success is possible, is really possible, regardless of the challenges you may face. Remember that you are capable, resilient, and deserving of every opportunity.
Mm,
Never be afraid to break barriers and say what you want and what you deserve. And very important to surround yourself with a supportive network of positive people, and to find inspirations from others who have overcome similar situations in life. You should believe in your abilities and never stop educating yourself. Continuous learning is essential, is the key. Invest in your skills and knowledge, as they will open doors to new opportunities as well.
mm,
It's normal to face uncertainties, but take one step at a time and stay focused. Your journey may be challenging and you may cry, you may fall down, feel weak, and you need a break. But maybe you need a break, but you will come, or you become back stronger. And don't forget to celebrate your achievements. Most importantly, always be true to yourself. Embrace your culture identity, and I mean that's really important. Stay proud of your roots and stay connected to your mother language. It's very important. Just like keep pushing forward and never forget that you have the strength to achieve greatness. You know, Germany and Europe in general are wirklich really land. It's kommt some German words, are lands of opportunities, and with
mm.
your passion you can make your mark, and you inspire others also to follow their dreams, and to achieve their dreams.
Yeah. I think this is a very good conclusion for our discussion or our interview, because our aim from these interviews is to give examples, but also to inspire the
Yeah.
people in general, in general, who are from underrepresented group or coming from different background, or even students who are just in society. So actually, the things that you are giving now as advice, it can work for everyone. Be positive.
Yeah.
Go try to find the opportunity. Speak about yourself. See positive things. So yeah, I think this is a good conclusion for this
Yeah.
interview. Thanks a lot, Basma.
Yeah. Oh,
I wish you all the success in your
thank you.
life, and I hope maybe in 1 year from now, 2 year, I can make another interview while you are a big manager in a bank. Just give another
We'll
step.
wait. Another we'll see.
Yes, and hopefully maybe we can meet soon somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Basma.
Once again, thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to continuing to share my experience and inspiring others to reach their goals. And no matter the challenges that they face, yeah, thank you very much.